Hello. Hello, 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 hello. Welcome, everyone. Let me just quickly look. And I'm not 100% sure if I'm not seeing it active on the Facebook group. So if you are seeing me right now adding to you, please do let me know. I'm not sure if it's live on the Facebook group as yet. I still just see the banner up there. So if you are seeing me,
It
please,
is. It's live.
if it is,
We're live. Hello. I just got to plug my computer in. Sorry.
mhm. That's funny because, there we go. I can see it now. Very good. Very good. Well, that was that's what you call a rambling delay for all of you that are speakers.
Or a vamp. They call it vamp on the radio.
They do call it vamping. And and we had one of the longest vamps that we got celebrated for. We had a guest speaker, and his name's Craig Gass. He's a stand-up comedian, awesome guy. He's on the Howard Stern show. He's in the um, uh, King of the Hill TV show and everything else. So really cool. And what happened was his plane got delayed. There was only a window of time that he could connect with us that matched our show. So he was landing at the airport and then going to get his car, and then he should have arrived at his hotel about an hour or so before our show started. He goes, "Oh, plenty of time." Well, what happened was his plane got delayed. Then there was a mix-up with the car rental place that whoever booked his gig. There was a mix-up with him getting his car. So then he's trying to get a car. So he goes, "I'll be there soon," was the message we got. And then what turned up was about 43, 44 minutes. We talked all about him as the longest introduction in the world. And he
For
came on.
45 minutes, he said it was the longest vamp he's ever heard. And he goes, "You two are like, I was listening to you guys on the way in because was coming from the airport. And he was like, I was like, he goes, "You're better than any professionals I've ever heard do that." He was laughing. He was pretty hilarious.
It was.
Good stuff. And hello, Jenny Ratcliffe. Hello, Alan DeBay. Hello, everybody coming in. Welcome, welcome, welcome. If you are not coming in from How to Sell from Stage, our live group, come on over to this group. Join us on over here because this is where we will eventually be only going live. So right now we're out on all the platforms. A lot of people don't know that we're here.
That's right.
Here is the link to our live over on How to Sell from Stage. So this is a private Facebook group where we can get a little bit more personal. We can do a little bit more deep dive in coaching. And today we were going to talk about captivating your audience, connecting with your audience, and then converting your audience.
Mm-hmm.
So how to sell from stage. This is the blueprint for stage selling mastery. Captivate, connect, convert. Now, if you're selling from the back of the room, we have a different saying for that. We have the 3 C's. There's another 3 C's. Connect, coach, and close. But from stage, you have to captivate them first. You have to get their attention first. Then you need to connect with them deeply, deeply connect with them. And that's what's going to convert them to sales. So let's do a quick little. Yeah, go ahead, Jamie.
Yeah, I still do it in the same order. I still say connect, captivate, convert. But either way, you've got to connect to captivate, and you got to captivate to connect. So from the speaker position, it's like heads or tails. I don't care. Throw the coin in the air. It's going to be one or the other. What's important is you brought some coins to the game.
Well, captivating is getting their attention first.
Yeah.
Getting their attention immediately.
Well, getting their attention and also keeping their attention. So through your presentation, Socrates said it first. Well, he's the first I recognize as saying it, and that is stories sell. What he really said, because he hadn't gone to our training yet, he said that for a person to change their behavior, they have to hear a story. So he was originally saying that a story will change a person's way of thinking, and that's to captivate them. So throughout your talk, however long, however short, uh, add some stories to create that captivation and that connection. When you notice that they're starting to dwindle off in your talk, it's depending how long your talk is, you can measure it. It's like, oh, here's where people started to dawdle off. Create something that is a story, create something that captivates, stimulates the imagination.
Yeah,
Because when
stories. Oh God. Stories also sell, because it's like it's that psychology behind it. It's like think about what we did like when we listened to our ancestors, like typically before we had social media and TV and all this stuff, we would tell stories of our ancestors. And so immediately when we hear a story, our walls come down. Our walls around selling come down and we're like, right? So immediately that brings those walls down and people's defenses aren't up and they're able to hear you. So stories are going to get in a little deeper for people. So that's that connection piece. Telling stories, telling people love to listen to stories. Being captive.
story stories can engage the imagination, and the imagination can stimulate the emotion, and the emotion is basically the lubrication that can support a change. A lot of people are stuck and not able to shift or move because it's too stuck. So emotional states can create some fluidity, the fluidity to be able to smoothly make a change and shift in their emotional state. So adding something such as a funny story or an antidote. G'day, Alan. Fantastic to see you over here. We're just talking about funny stories, and Alan himself popped up.
Alan's a real funny YouTuber over there. Yeah, and so Jace Souter, this is Jace Souter's group, by the way. He is the owner of Profitable Presentations, and he is a master at creating profitable presentations. I mean, we see his clients come in, and after working with him, they're doing 100K in a weekend easily, no problem. And that is the difference between being a speaker to be paid, like just a paid speaker to like show up and speak, and learning how to sell from the front of the stage, learning how to sell from stage, learning how to sell your programs, your things. Helen says, I was told I couldn't identify as a flamingo, so I put my foot down.
Funny, 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 funny.
That was cute. Very cute. You can identify as a flamingo if you want to. Anyway, so Jace has a formula that he does, which is dynamic delivery times compelling content times you equals a world-class speaker. So it's dynamic delivery. I mean, how are you delivering your content? Compelling content. Is that content captivating that audience? And then you are actually the most important piece. And we usually talk about that piece quite a bit on this because that's the biggest thing. I think the more you grow you and the better you become, the better speaker you become.
That's right. Say, for example, there was a huge, enormous pile of gold coins, and you were told you can go over and grab those gold coins now, or you can grab those gold coins in a month or a year or 5 years after we've done some development on you, and you now have a bigger bucket to grab those gold coins with. So that's kind of like why it's so important to work on you. If you just run over there with your hands, you can only hold this amount. Yet if you learn how to build a small bucket, you can now hold this amount. If you learn how to build a bigger bucket, you can get so much more into that bucket. And that's why it's so important to be you, because you are always there. You are the common denominator. It's always you that is wherever you are. No matter where you go, there you are. And it sounds simple and basic, yet it also is extremely true, extremely fundamental as far as what's happening in your life. Because wherever you go, you with your beliefs, you with your thoughts, you with your actions, you with your predetermined outcomes sitting in your subconscious mind. It's the you that's either going to reap bucket loads of gold coins or just a couple of gold coins, or be scared to touch anything that's metal and leave with none because of a childhood phobia around touching the hot plate on the stove. There's all these things that are taking place in you, and it's not the tool. So the dynamic delivery and the compelling content, they are phenomenal skill sets to grow. Phenomenal.
You have to have those skill sets. Without them, you can't. It's
Yeah,
the combination of the three pieces. But
phenomenal skill sets to grow, to build. And when you add that to an empowered and understanding and wise you, there's nothing that can stop you. Yet, the same way as like here is a Grand Prix car. Now, if my grandson gets in it, it's not going to go very far. If I get in it, yeah, I could do some stuff. Yet if my friend Nick, who's a Grand Prix drag racer, gets in it, he's going to blow everyone else away because he's built the skills in him to take that vehicle and do amazing things with it. So that's why it's so important working on the you factor.
yeah,
Deanna
so I
says
love
that
this.
she gold coin story. That's right.
Yeah,
And then,
Deanna said, I love that. I love this gold coin story. Awesome. Yeah, very cool.
and that's another thing to think about. You can run over and grab 2 or 3 gold coins with your hands, or you can take a little bit of time, and it is going to take time to build your very first bucket. So taking a bit of time, you're going to get 10 times the amount of what you can carry in your hands. Yet be prepared to spend 6 to 12 months building that bucket. It's worth it, putting that energy. You can pick up a little gold coins along the way while you're building your bucket. You can actually get handfuls and pocketfuls. Yet you're learning how to build the bucket for the bucket to carry more.
Exactly. I love that. I love that. Awesome. Well, if anybody has any questions, let us know. Feel free. If you guys want to join us on
November 2nd to
November
4th.
2nd. Yeah, we're going to deep dive into all of this. Actually, we aren't. Jace Souter is.
The master
Jace,
himself is
the
going to give it to
master
you
himself.
directly.
You guys are going to learn directly from Jace. He's absolutely incredible, amazing guy. He knows his stuff. He's actually, Jamie and I have worked with some of the top speakers and toured all over the world. And one of the speakers we worked with was the speaker right before the Tony Robbins on the National Achievers Conference. And Jace, up to this point, is one of the best speakers we have ever worked with, if not probably the best speaker up to this point that we've worked with. And I love that he teaches it because he's so good at teaching it. He's seriously a master at it.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, he's had many years building the bucket. And now the bucket is so big, it's the size of an aquarium. It's so big that people can jump in and swim in that bucket at the same time. And they can go and grab some of the gold coins that are sitting around in his bucket as well. It really is a great event. Some wonderful personal development information that'll be at the event, as well as, hey, you want to be a speaker? You're curious about being a speaker. You're a coach, a trainer. So many people have businesses where they repeat stuff like we did.
Yeah.
When we owned Elite Fitness. There's so many people. If you have a business where you find you're repeating yourself multiple times a day or multiple times a week, there might actually be an avenue to take what you're repeating, turn it into a talk that you do from stage, and triple your income through that business. Quadruple it.
Exactly.
Yet, a lot of the time, we don't know that something exists because it was never a potential in the things that we were looking at. And this is how your brain will differentiate between what is significant for you to be aware of and what is insignificant. your
Exactly.
brain will tell you, hey, this is something for you to be aware of because you already know that it exists. Yet it's what you don't know that you don't know that may very well be holding you back until someone such as Jace, who's an exceptional coach in this field, points out that you didn't know it. Then you have an awareness. From that awareness can grow an understanding. From that understanding can grow actions, which lead to wisdom, which leads to success.
Exactly. So guys, just all you got to do is click the link in the comments or in the description. It's also in the description right there. Just click that link. It's going to go right here. You're going to go to this page here and just click on this big giant green button. Grab your ticket. Again, it's November 2nd through the 4th. Just click grab your ticket on the green button. You can watch this video here. Just put all of your information in here and click here. Make sure you put in the name Amy Honey here, who referred you. Click get my ticket. And then once you go here, notice that there's a discount code. It's SFS97. All you need to do is copy that. Click here if you want to. You'll notice that big red arrow right there. You're going to click that. That's going to remove $200 and you can upgrade for $97. You can check all these benefits or just click right here. Keep my general ticket and move on and get the free ticket. We don't care. But join us. It's going to be amazing.
Yeah. Grab the free ticket, come along. If you're interested in, because there's got like about $4,000 worth of bonuses for that $97 ticket if you decide to do that. A lot of people are because they're interested in getting a head start. Yet it's up to you. It's totally up to you.
Exactly.
Just grab the free ticket and join us there.
Awesome. So thank you guys so much for joining us. I hope you feel a little bit more clear around the steps it takes to really get that blueprint mastery for selling from stage.
Yeah, and remember, it's not about telling them just information. And you will see the eyes glaze over. You'll see a reduction of response in the chat when, if you're doing a virtual event. If cameras are on, which cameras should be on, everybody should have their camera on a virtual event, predominantly for their benefit. I mean, sure, it's great as a speaker to see actual real people as opposed to just the individual camera. Yet anybody that's viewing a live event, have your camera on because you've already been trained for more success when you're being observed. When the teacher was in the classroom, you knew that you could be seen. You paid more attention. You took better notes. Your brain is wired already for you to perform better if someone's watching you. You're at a sports event and your cousins or your parents or someone there that you like is coming to watch you perform. You actually can break your own best performance. That's why home teams predominantly win in sporting events, because they've got this support of people they know that are watching them.
That's wow, that's really fascinating.
So have your camera on and you will benefit more. You will see more, hear more, and understand more just by having your camera on. It makes a big difference.
It does. So anytime you guys do a virtual event, guys, don't try to be in two places at once and be in your sales meeting, be in your, company meeting while you're in the event. Be present. Take the time off. Do this event. It's going to change your life. It's amazing. 3 days is going to be incredible for you. Even if you, do the free one. Do it.
It's the same event, except the bonuses. You don't get the bonuses with that. And I think there's an extra teaching a couple of extra teachings in the event for those that choose the VIP, a couple of upgraded insights into what you're learning. So yeah, that is that event. So remember, with your talks, when you're doing any kind of talk, even if that talk is a blind date and you're meeting them first time, look to connect, then captivate and convert. Well, what you're converting them to is completely up to you.
Up to you.
Up to you. And you don't have to share that story unless you wish.
Awesome. Well, thank you guys so much, guys. We have something that we always talk about. people are everybody out there is suffering. Everybody's either going through a crisis, been through a crisis, had been through a crisis at some point, getting ready to go into one, getting out of one right now. There's something really simple we can do, and that's just smile at a stranger. And you want to finish that, Jamie?
It's all yours.
Go for it.
Folks, it's a tough world. So sharing a smile can make the world a better place. So smile at a stranger. And if you're adventurous, give them a little wink.
Have a great rest of your week. We'll see you next Monday.